First at 6, the longest shutdown in U.S. history is starting to wreak havoc on travel plans. Today is the first day of flight reductions at 40 U.S. airports, including Denver International Airport.
So far there today, there have been 280 delays and 75 canceled flights, according to FlightAware. And this could be just the beginning of a prolonged travel headache.
Denver 7's Veronica Acosta is live at the airport tonight. She worked to get answers today from United Airlines Vice President of Airport Operations about the response. She also talked with travelers, hoping not to get caught in the mess.
You know, first of all, it has been calmer and quieter than expected right here at Denver International Airport. I'll say that's partly because these were preemptive service cuts, right? A lot of these travelers that had their flights canceled, they were told about that before they actually showed up to the airport today. Now, earlier today, I spoke with the Vice President of Operations for United Airlines, and I had one really big question for her. How is that airline choosing what flights it canceled, and what are the impacts to DIA so far?
Today we've canceled about 4% of our flights, which is about 21 flights here in Denver. We are looking at using a lot of logic and technology to figure out what markets are covering both of those locations that are in those 40 airports, or are in an area where it'll make an impact and still have a lower load factor.
McGrath added United Airlines is consolidating too, so they're moving passengers off some of those emptier flights onto ones with at least a little bit of availability on them. I also spoke with one traveler who flew into DIA from Richmond, Virginia without a single issue, so some great news for him there. He told me he was a little concerned a couple of days ago, but the worry was unnecessary, at least for today.
I don't love it, but I get it, right? I mean, I'd rather be safe. I thought it'd be a lot worse, but been pleasantly surprised.
And may be destroyed.
And United Airlines posted its list of those canceled flights for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Of course, now we know the government shutdown is going to continue at least until Monday. McGrath told me United Airlines will be posting a list of those Monday canceled flights by the end of today.
Veronica, airlines have to reach a 10% service cut by next week. What percentage has been implemented so far, and what does that look like at DIA?
Yeah, they have to get to that 10% service cut by next Friday. Of course, that is if the government shutdown continues into then. Today, that service cut was at a 4%. That is for every single airline across the country. That was 21 canceled flights for United. But McGrath told me if they get to that 10% next Friday, that can be anywhere between 50 canceled flights and 55. She compared that to a medium-sized snowstorm.
All right, Veronica Acosta for us tonight. Veronica, thank you. And we're also hearing from some other airlines as well. Delta says it expects most flights to run as planned, and they're working to minimize the impacts. American Airlines had a similar message, saying they will reach out to impacted customers. Denver-based Frontier Airlines says its changes for today and tomorrow are done. They're working on the changes for Sunday and beyond, and will provide updates as soon as possible.